All right, so we are at our first location in town, and we are at the place that I wanted to start because this is the house that I grew up in. In fact, as long as I lived with my parents, this is the house that we lived in. So obviously, I have a ton of memories here, and so this is kind of going to be sort of the basis, I guess, the starting point for us. We are in Tama now, by the way. And the house is right there. This, like I say, is the house that I grew up in, and basically all of my memories are in this house. That the window, let's see if I can point to it right there, was my bedroom for most of my childhood, and then eventually moved down into the basement as well. So lots of memories in that particular portion of the house as well. So yeah, and Dad, do you know how long we lived here?
We moved in here in 1980. I gotta think about this for just a second.
Yeah.
We moved in here in August of 1989, I think.
Okay. Well, I was born in
so 88. We lived here from 89 to 2019.
Okay. So I was born in December of 1988. So did I move in when you brought me home?
Geez, no, then we moved in 88.
Okay.
You lived here when you were born.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. So this, I mean, I think we could probably, I probably anyway, could make, hours long talk just on this place alone. I guess we'll start first with let's start with your memories of this house. Any of them? I mean, there are lots, I imagine, but any of them jump out to you?
Probably. My memories tend to be more around your sisters than it does you, because you were such a good kid growing up, and your sisters were a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
So I remember probably more things from them. Shouldn't say they were bad, but they were certainly learning experiences. They taught your mother and I how to take care of you, I guess.
That's right.
I can remember we rented this house for a year.
Yeah.
Before we bought it, and we had looked for a house for almost ever since we'd moved into town, and had never found one that we really liked a lot.
Yeah.
We did have one that we really liked a lot, but it was way more expensive than we could afford. We'll see that one a little bit later. We rented that one also. But this house was really good. You can't see them now. There were 2 trees out here at one time that we had planted I thought they were nice. One was a maple and one was an ash tree, and they both got pretty big, and they both got knocked down by the wind. So,
yeah.
We grew trees in the backyard when we first moved in. There were 3 apple trees along the alleyway, wide open backyard.
Yeah.
And I have this thing about trees. I just like trees, and we get volunteer trees, and then Arbor Day Foundation sent trees, and so we ended up with 2 maple trees. No, I'll get it right eventually. 2 walnut trees in the back, and a big walnut tree that was right by our deck, and that was always kind of fun to pick up walnuts and rake leaves and things in the fall.
Yeah, fun. So, yeah. So there obviously have been some changes since my parents moved out of here. So there used to be, let's see if I can do this with the finger again. There used to be a bush right here, and on the other side of the door as well. There were 2 bushes, and then there was 2 pine trees. One was right there, and then one was on the other side of the house as well. And then there were 2 trees as well down the side of the house as well, and so
spruce tree, big one.
Yeah. Any other changes that you noticed? Obviously, obviously to me and my dad, the doors changed colors.
They've done some landscaping on the front that we had not had done
Yeah.
when we left. So they've done some things. They've certainly got a lot more decoration than we did.
That's true. Yeah.
By a long shot.
Yeah. So the memories that I have of this house, a lot of them are sports related. Because I played a lot of sports. That's what I did when I was a kid. In fact, so during football season, I remember playing football out here in the front yard. Me and the neighborhood kids, we'd play out here too, and so the end zone was getting into the driveway over there. That was the one end zone there, and then the other end zone was getting on the sort of the other side of that house, of the neighbor's house. And I don't think the neighbors necessarily were thrilled with us playing in their yard. I remember them getting mad at us a time or two for playing in their yard, but I remember doing that. And I remember, Dad, a lot playing with you out here in the front yard. You would stand over here and would throw a football to me over here. I'd go run that way and catch the ball, and then I'd run back the other way and catch the ball over here too. We did that a ton. Yeah. And I remember playing catch with you, playing baseball, getting our gloves out and throwing the ball around out here. We used to actually come out here in the road and play, because the cars were obviously parked in the park, or in the driveway, and if I got a little wild, we didn't want to bust a window or anything along those lines. But also played a lot in the backyard, and this sort of grapevine thing down there, that was our outfield fence. That was my outfield fence. And I used to play in the backyard. We're not going to go into the property, by the way, just because, well, it's not ours anymore, and so we don't want to disturb them too much. But in fact, I'm going to walk over here a little bit. So I can look down this way. So basically, obviously, there's lots of stuff back there now in the backyard. Basically, where that shed was close to where our home plate area was when I would play, either by myself back there or with my friends, or my dad would pitch to me a lot as well. I knew the lineups of lots of baseball teams back in the day, especially the Cubs, which is my favorite team, and the Braves, because Cubs were on WGN, the Braves were on TBS. So I played a lot of Cubs-Braves games, and I knew the lineups, and I knew the batting stances of the players. And so I'd play the games impersonating all of them, and had like those see the two trees back there. Those were, well, the one closest to us was first base, and then there was second base you can't see, and then there was we had a tire sandbox back there that was third base, and then home plate. Played a lot back there, and then we also played football back there. Me and the neighbor kids. The touchdown was actually into our garden back there, which I think is no longer. I know it's no longer a garden back there. I think maybe the owner might be coming out here. I'm going to pause it for just a second. I can tell him what's going on.